if I have a girlfriend and I'm sex texting AI, is that cheating?
AI maybe not, but what if it's AI in a robot that you're then, pushing a little bit?
Like pushing, like forcing yourself upon. He says, do you think that elves are real?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're cunning little devious creatures.
It's like when your girlfriend tells you I'm not in the mood, the elf.
Right.
So sometimes you look at a person and you just wonder what they look like naked. Just like curiosity, like not even
That's
sexual.
What I think every time I'm up here.
It's like sometimes you just want to watch porn for the mere aesthetic reasons, like some avant-garde stuff,
No.
All right, next question.
The Underdawgs Podcast. Yeah, I think, okay, let me tell you this. I think every man has a 25% of homosexuality. My homosexuality happens to be lesbian.
And that's 25%. That's 25%.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say we start.
Okay. Cool. I'll tell you what, if you're a brother of Kai Sai, go ask for the Kai Sai tab, and we can get started here.
All right.
Look at all the people who are not in Kai Sai are going to take advantage of that. That guy looks like he's not in Kai Sai.
Nah, he's not.
But
he's going to drink off of that. I can tell you. He has the look of somebody who's going to take advantage of every chance he gets in life. Today on the show, on the best show in Athens, the Underdawgs Podcast. Really, I should ask the cameraman if we're rolling. Are we? Yeah, we're good? Mm-hmm. Audience too? Okay. Well, welcome to the Underdawgs Podcast, the #1 show in Athens. Today, we're bringing you behind the scenes because we're interviewing a guy from who's carrying the weight of representing Kai Sai, somebody who is in a fraternity, somebody who is, we could say, a philosopher, a frat philosopher. Ladies and gentlemen, Levi Thomas Hubbard.
Let's go, Levi.
Yeah. A round of applause. Come on.
Levi.
The crowd goes wild.
So I guess I'll just say a little bit more about you while we start. You're a philosophy. You're not a philosophy major, but you're an English major.
I'm a philosophy major.
You are a philosophy major,
both.
so you're a philosophy and English major.
Yep.
A lot of ancient Greeks were also philosophers.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. You can maybe consider yourself a Greek life philosopher.
It comes full circle, man. It really does.
Kind of what made you want to get into that to begin with?
I really wanted to be homeless, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much that.
We really try to get the point across in the first minute. So I think I just want to go back to the Greek philosophy kind of angle here just for a moment. Socrates famously said, "I know that I know nothing."
Okay.
Socrates also famously had sex with a bunch of young children.
True.
So, what are your thoughts on using, Socrates as sort of an ideological framework?
Well, Socrates may or may not have existed, just like how someone may not be in certain files.
And then you didn't say it.
I was about to say, I didn't know that.
So,
what were you about to say? What name did you have in mind?
What, with the files or with
You
Socrates?
I don't know. You go on. I don't know what you're...
So you're saying
Well,
Socrates may or may
we're
not
getting
be...
I've
into
actually
something that might
read
get
the
us in
source
trouble.
text of the pedagogal pedophilia with the ancient Greeks. It's called the Symposium by Plato. And it was kind of a mentor system where an ancient Greek teacher would have a young boy as his pupil, and there was an Epstein element to it.
Okay.
So,
for those of you who don't know, Epstein element means what it sounds like. So that's my read on it.
Literal. Very academic podcast we have here. But no lie, that's what's interesting about studying the Greeks is their sort of persuasions are just so far away from a lot of what we think morally.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like exactly what other people think morally these days. So,
Something that I always think of is like, there's the famous order, right? Socrates, Aristotle, Plato, or is it flipped?
Socrates, Plato, Aristotle.
And who was the fourth guy?
The fourth guy?
How did that end?
Bex Biggar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I feel like that's a
They
real...
had a golden age. They were doing pretty good, and then all of a sudden they're like, we got no one anymore. Like Aristotle, Plato, Socrates. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's going on now?
The Romans. That's what went
And then
on.
the Romans came in. But just the Greeks, they just stopped thinking? They just stopped having good thoughts?
Yeah, they just got bored of it. And they just like, I mean, what do you think we're in now, our age? You know what I mean? It's just like eventually you're like, we've thought all the thoughts there are. You know, it's time to just like scroll on brain rot and drool a little
and
bit.
watch Trump
for
reels
like a few
nonstop.
hundred years. And then we'll like go back and we'll have our thinkers later, you know?
That doesn't make me
Can we say Trump is a thinker of our days?
He thinks, I think. He has thoughts.
Yeah?
Well, yeah. I've seen him write. I don't think he's illiterate.
So he falls into 70% of the frat guys who know how to write. Even though
Yeah.
the way he puts the
Honestly,
makeup on, he looks more like a sorority girl. But yeah.
He was born in an age where you did have to learn to read.
Yeah.
So, very different time.
Yeah, I mean, that makes me think. We talked a little bit about, we're out of thoughts, right? We've already thought every thought there is to think. And I think with AI, especially, we can just
This is
now-
interesting. Yeah, I want to talk about AI.
We can just now generate kind of thoughts. And I'm curious to kind of hear your perspective on this, because I was thinking, like,
Get the microphone
maybe
close.
maybe traditionally being an English major or philosophy major was seen as like kind of, forgive me, a wasted degree. But I'm wondering if now with AI, we need someone who's capable of doing that more than ever. So do you think that kind of being an English major and kind of having all of this experience in writing and crafting these kind of original texts, is that actually going to help you in the long run? Maybe more so than people would have previously expected.
Yeah, actually, I think so. AI is actually not very good at writing at all. So, and especially with the sort of work you do as a writer and as an English major, if you're researching something and you're writing something that is research, it's about something that doesn't exist. So AI can only use what does exist in its language models. So it can't tell you about things that have been undiscovered or connections that haven't been made in existing literature.
I'm unfamiliar with how much AI can grab from other people. So, like, if you write something and you publish it, does AI have access to it? And does that mean that AI can always know what's the next thing published and always know what's the best thing to write? In the sense, like, unless you're ready to create something new that has never been thought about, AI has it all. And AI is able to connect all these brains, which are the human brains, to create the best human thought.
Well, I don't think it can do things that are beneath paywalls, which is a big thing that the colleges have, where you have to pay like you have to like subscribe to this academic journal to read it, even online digitally. So I don't know if they can get past those paywalls, but they have access to a lot. But even when it has access to a lot, the connections it makes it can't really connect things that exist. It can only tell you what exists and what other people's interpretations of it are, at least now. It might develop later on.
So my problem with AI is that I figured out that AI knows how to do things better than me. And it's not just writing an essay or doing research or telling me what I should be doing research on. It's like also, I think I'm pretty good at handling people. I think I'm good at talking to people. Well, AI is better than me at that too. I shared my room with a Panamanian, a very small room in Gainesville, Georgia. I came from Florence, Italy, moved to Gainesville, Georgia, and I was sharing a very small room that was a kitchen, a room, and a bathroom all together. And I was sharing it with this Panamanian friend of mine who's my best friend, and it would really bother me that when he'd go to bed, he'd keep his jeans on and his jacket and his boots. His boots really bothered me. I'd go to bed, I'd have to walk through the kitchen, bathroom, room, and then I'd go to my bed and I'd have to see those boots sticking out of the room. It really bothered me. So I tried to argue about it with him. I really tried to tell him what I thought about it. Nothing. He's like, fuck you, I don't care. Okay, You know what? I waited a second. I went back in my room. I thought, okay, how can I reorganize my thoughts so that I can deliver this message properly so that he doesn't, get pissed off? And I just asked AI to do it, because that's what I do when I don't know how to accomplish a task. I ask AI to help me out with it. AI wrote this beautiful message that was so on point and so understanding of him and his interior psychology and what was the right way to talk about it. He stopped wearing the boots before going to sleep.
Why did that bother you so much?
I don't know. That's not the point. Oh. If you see somebody who's wearing boots to fall asleep, that doesn't bother you. No, because if between me and you, I'm the problem, then we stop this podcast right now and we start something else.
I hear you. Yeah, I think maybe what you needed was a translator, but that could also maybe it was just about the
You think it's normal to go to sleep with your boots on? You don't think there should be a step in the Constitution?
Maybe
Beautiful.
A step.
Nothing more in the Constitution that says no American citizen
Step
or
one,
immigrant
found
will
country.
step in his bed with his boots on. No.
I mean,
You're just too open-minded, man. I don't like that.
you know what? Maybe. I think, although I'm kind of shifting after hearing your opinion. I think you're right. There should be another step.
What are your 10 steps in a constitution to make a grand country?
Okay. 10 is a lot.
We don't got it. We don't have to do 10.
10 is a lot. 3.
Like one good rule is better than 1,000 bad ones.
Okay. For all the college students out there at UGA, 3 steps in the Constitution. Brush your tongue. You drink way too much not to do that, okay? Your breath stinks. 2, no boots in the bed. Don't wear your clothes that you wear when you go around, when you go to bed. 3, wash your hands and wash everything else you need to wash before doing it.
And that's it. No taxes. Everybody's just chilling. No. Did you ask AI to write that?
No, just my morals and ethics.
And doesn't it make it more beautiful, dude?
What?
That you didn't use AI, you know? That was all you, man.
It was me.
You were firing off on all cylinders, dog.
Yeah.
You know? That's part of the beauty
I
of
just
it.
need somebody to bring my message on into the UGA world.
Here, I want to
make this college great again.
What are your guys' thoughts on the meta glasses? Where you can like use the AI on the meta glasses.
I thought they were the glasses that help you like see people naked.
What glasses do that? Like
I don't know. I thought they were those glasses.
Well, Bex has my number later on if you want to send me those. But.
Yeah, I have those pictures. I think they're cool if you guys have ever used them. I think they really offer a lot in terms of like, avoiding. To me, like people were talking earlier about how if someone has headphones on, maybe they don't want to get into a conversation. I think if someone is wearing meta glasses, they really, really don't want to get into a conversation.
Yeah, they don't really want to live at that point. They just want to like watch porn while they're walking around and get music beamed through their head.
It's
like dystopian.
It also freaks me out.
Yeah.
What if somebody's saying,
What if someone's looking at you and they like can see you naked? You know.
That's one thing, but what if you are naked and they're wearing the meta glasses?
And then they see you with clothes on, dude. That'd be...
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they... Okay, so in the moment they're wearing meta glasses and we're in it, do they need to declare I'm wearing meta glasses or no? Is the question. Should we... Because that's a private moment. You shouldn't be able to record any of that.
So this is in this situation...
But you're allowed to wear glasses because otherwise you can't see.
That's a great, I think, constitutional step.
So we're adding that to my constitution.
I think it needs to be.
No,
added.
I'm gonna.
It's too ambiguous.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, right? And this is like nothing to do with sex whatsoever. Sometimes
I wasn't talking about sex.
That's okay. I'm not either. So sometimes you look at a person and you just wonder what they look like naked.
Yeah.
Just like curiosity, like not even
That's
sexual.
what I think every time I'm up here. So I just look across the crowd. But anyway.
Some people, you just look at them and you're like, you just want to like see one of God's creations. You know what I mean? Entirely opposed to the idea of sex, just like for the mere craftsmanship. You know what I mean? Whether conventionally ugly or attractive. You know, it's like sometimes you want to be exposed to the wide realm.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you just want to watch porn for the mere aesthetic reasons, like some avant-garde stuff, you know.
No.
All right, next question.
I mean, yeah, let's do
Unless
it.
do you have something to weigh in, or
no, I think that's a really like.
Okay, so going into relationships. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think when you're in a relationship, it's not only cheating if you kiss a girl or you go to bed with her. Can we all agree on that? There's a little bit more to cheating than just sleeping with a girl.
I think that's I think it's a lot of cheating.
I think that's cheating, for sure. I mean, unless you guys agree to it, but that's another scenario. That's
What
interesting,
scenario
too.
do you not agree to it?
What?
You're saying you don't agree to it with the person?
Well, I'm just saying there's certain scenarios where people are in open relationships and they do whatever they want.
yeah, the other one's called monogamy, and that
But I'm
means
saying-
The
like
one I was
two-
thinking of was called rape, but that is a different.
That's kind of a different avenue for sure.
Beep.
Continue.
So my question is like, if I have a girlfriend, you know that if I'm I'm texting another girl and I'm using certain words when I'm talking to her, and they have a romantic connotation or they have a sexual connotation, that's cheating. Can we all agree on that? Is that cheating? Can somebody look at me and say, yeah, that is? Okay, it's cheating. So if I have a girlfriend and I'm sex texting AI, is that cheating? If I'm like writing cute words, getting a little.
I think give it 20 years and people are going to say yes. You know what I mean?
Why 20?
Well,
I get what he's saying. It's like right now, things
Like,
shift.
yeah,
over
it's
the
like
time.
the
Okay.
clanker
Okay. Yeah.
scenario.
Something
It's like
clear in your mind.
they haven't gotten consciousness yet,
Like,
but
right
then
now
once they do, it's like, okay, man,
Right
I don't
now,
know
we
about
send
that.
guy to therapy in 20 years. We're like,
Especially
what's
once we
wrong
have
with
like
you?
robots and stuff to put them in. Then it's like, well, okay, AI maybe not, but what if it's AI in a robot that you're then, pushing a little bit?
Like pushing, like forcing yourself upon. Not
Well,
really. Not forcing yourself
You're
upon.
just fixated on something tonight.
I
I better watch myself on the way
think
out.
These are conversations that we're going to be having in the future. Don't expect to have them on the podcast, but I think robot ethics is you can major in that in UGA in 20 years as things do shift. So,
Yeah.
we want to maybe piggyback off that and ask something else we have prepared. Or should we jump into the news, perhaps?
Do we want to do a little news segment? We got some good news today. So a lot of people don't know this, but the Underdogs also deliver the realist news. There are in Georgia, there are in the world, there are everywhere. I would like to make you hear a little sound to introduce the fact that we're doing news. We're not prepared for that. It doesn't matter. The news are so good that we can just move on with that.
The news.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Some acapella.
Number one, University of Georgia spring semester began on Monday. Classes being back does make it slightly harder to jerk off at noon.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was taken into United States custody last week. In response, Maduro called Trump gay.
You really hit that pronunciation hard. I respect it. It's like when you go to a Mexican restaurant, you're like, "Can I get the enchiladas?"
You talking about Maduro or gay?
Maduro.
Okay.
Gay, you flying colors, dude.
With the penny being discontinued, experts predict that certain mints will go up exponentially in value. It's great news for me and my giant penny collection, which I use for tips.
That's nice. That's usually we don't, when you're saying news, you just try to mention the news, you don't. Anyways, UGA period project, you heard that right. UGA period project celebrates successes in menstrual equity. We would show you a picture of them, but we couldn't find any smiling pictures. They weren't in the mood, said the period president. I mean, if they...
You guys have a laugh track on here?
You can't, you can't force somebody to laugh if they're under a period,
Actor Timothy Chalamet won a Golden Globe for his role in Marty Supreme. Chalamet credits his performance on his preparation, stating that he brought a ping pong table with him everywhere he went. Really? Said the guy who probably carried the table.
Yeah, who's that guy?
I don't know.
He's
I just know Chalamet didn't carry it.
He's like the guy that rolls the joints for Snoop Dogg. There's a guy who has a very specific job. That's kind of weird.
That's kind of a cool job, though.
But let me tell you something that is not weird. The Red and Black publishes tips for a successful start to the school year. Tip number 1 was to make more black friends. Tip number 2 was to not assume that they're all athletes.
Yeah, those are two amazing
Good tips.
Due to recent events in Minnesota, the government has told citizens to refrain from using their vehicles to block traffic. I'm from Atlanta. If we want to block traffic, we call a Waymo.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, it's a self-driving car.
Yeah. Plenty of pedophiles are found on the UGA campus.
Number
What are you looking
6.
at us for, buddy?
Okay, let me read that again. Please, this time, let's try to be serious.
Sorry.
Plenty of pedophiles found on the UGA campus.
Can we get a moment of silence?
I'm just reading the news. Just
Well,
shut the hell up,
Any
please.
moment is okay.
Just shut the hell up.
My bad. All right.
I think we're good.
Plenty of pedophiles found in the Epstein. No. Plenty of pedophiles are found on the UGA campus. The only thing that would be worse for UGA would be if Carson Beck wins the national championship. That'd be terrible.
How many is plenty? Like 25%?
It was a good bunch.
There's
It was a good bunch.
There's a good bunch.
You always think they're not that many, because in the scale of the worst people in the world, who do we put? I think we put pedophiles, racists, and then all the rest. But then there's racist pedophiles.
Wait, so is lower the worst?
I mean,
Okay. I was just making sure, man.
I'm starting to like you less since you started interrupting my news.
Hey,
it was
man.
going well.
Well, I thought you were just going to end with the pedophile thing. I'm like, okay, I'll keep my eyes out. I was just trying to make the utmost serious. I mean, you said it was news. I was like, yeah, I should be informed about that. I'm
You're
20,
the philosopher.
22,
Yeah.
So
you're chill.
yeah.
I'd say most people.
I know some
That's always a
freshmen.
good stance on pedophiles.
Yeah, dude,
I have nothing to worry about. That's the stance. That's always a great stance.
Yeah, when people
ideal.
when people tell you, don't be
You're
worried.
like, I'm good. I'm
Don't be
22.
worried that stop being worried of pedophiles and just grow up. Just grow up.
Say not my problem. Elon Musk and his AI platform Grok are in controversy this week. You guys hear about this? Due to users discovering that Grok can generate inappropriate images of minors. Personally, that's better than what I use Grok for.
What the hell do you use Grok for?
That concludes the news segment. Round of applause would be...
Yeah, no, this
not
audience,
necessary.
I think this audience secretly likes us. They're just not ready to show it off, because laughing at these jokes would mean be a bad person.
They hated Einstein too, brother. If you're pushing boundaries, it's the world that's not ready for you.
Yeah. Secretly, they like us, I think.
I think it was the jackets. We just need to bring the jackets next time.
Next time we'll bring the jackets.
I brought my
Maybe I'll
jacket.
do it
Next
for
time
you.
it was the jackets. We had this whole thing about we were going to wear jackets. We talked about it for weeks on end. And
Are you fine
forgot the jackets.
taking over until I go to the bathroom and do an international commission?
yeah, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
International commission.
Yeah. This
Commission or omission? Like omission.
is International commission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was he's going to go in there and there's going to be a shot heard around the world scenario.
It's like a commission on a sale, internationally. So that's what we'll be working on here. We do have one more real segment left where we talk about some ethical questions. We're going to be doing some shots of something. Is that interesting to you?
Sure, why not,
Okay,
brother?
Yeah, we'll do some of those. Basically, the rules of that are you can elect to answer the question, which you might always not want to do.
Right.
If you answer it, you don't have to take a shot. If you refuse to answer it, we'll take the shot.
Okay. I think alcohol always makes the most ethical scenarios.
Yeah,
so,
you can also elect
yeah,
to just
I think
take
that's a
the
great
shot
idea.
regardless, but,
yeah, for sure.
That's part of the game. It's
Yeah.
kind of just deciding.
Aren't the Olympics in LA this year?
I don't know. Are they?
I think they are, yeah. Summer Olympics
Okay.
in LA. I had a great idea. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
It's called the Sex Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Olympics, but it's long distance coming, make a girl orgasm, longest wiener, shortest, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking as well, Sex Paralympics
Okay.
might be the only time where the Paralympics get more viewers than the normal one.
Yeah, I think that's very similar to kind of how, with summer and winter Olympics, it's it's very abnormal for someone to watch the Winter Olympics. You
Yeah,
consider that
exactly.
person kind of
You got to have
stupid.
both sides of the coin.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Do they do Winter Paralympics?
I feel like a bobsled is, kind of gravity takes you there. I don't know.
Probably,
So
yeah, if I had to imagine.
if I had to imagine, it's slightly, it's more friendly, but.
I always wonder how they do the rulings because I was watching the ping pong Paralympics one time. They had a guy with one arm versus a guy with no arms. It's
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
That's kind of unfair.
Or like a guy with 2 legs versus 1 leg. It's like he literally has a leg up on the guy. So
I do wonder. I saw like a thing. It was a poster at UG. It was at one of the UGA bus stops. It was like UGA wheelchair basketball, and they had a list of rules. One of the rules was no dunking. I thought that kind of goes without saying. I felt like, but you know, I can't. I have 2 legs and I can't dunk. So
every sport has their Michael Jordan, man. Somebody's gonna go above and beyond.
To dunk, you need to have 3.
They're gonna be like clawing up with one arm and then dribbling with the other. They'd make it happen, man.
Okay, so we're switching here, but it's an important switch. It's again, we're going back into relationships because there's a lot of people who are single out there. I'm single. Bex is not.
Nope.
Are you single?
I am, yeah.
Okay, you're single. So if you're not an English major, it often happens that you have a hard time writing a love letter to a girl. However, now even the illiterate 30% of the frat guys can write a love letter using AI to a girl. I'm not saying I did. It worked, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you think it works?
Is it?
I think you said.
I mean, I didn't say I did, but I'm saying, do you think like it's ethically correct if you're unable to like articulate your, or like you need to like send like 4 or 5 messages quickly to like the 4 or 5, because you don't have time to waste, right? You're there and you're thinking, okay, well, you know, statistically speaking, there's going to be like 20% of the girls are going to look at this love letter and think I'm a dork and then share it to all the other 4 or 5 girls.
Is this like a group chat you're sending this message in, or is this like...
No, you send it individually, because if you send it individually, your chances are much higher.
That is, sending it in a group chat doesn't tank the chances of...
Let's say you're sending a love letter to 5 girls at the same time, just because you're trying to increase the stats in your favor. Let's imagine that you already had something built. Maybe you had a little moment that you can capitalize with AI on. Yeah. You know, you make the letter about that.
You sound like every high-functioning like exec right now. Like, maybe you have a little moment that we can capitalize with AI on. You know, we can.
I'm just saying. Do you think? How do you see that? Is that disgusting?
What is love about, Massimo?
I don't know. I think there's a little bit of.
Is it about the woman you get at the end, or is it about the love you expressed in the moment, my guy?
I don't know. What is love about?
I'll let you ask AI
like
if you want.
Fair.
I don't mean to get in on you. Any thoughts, Bex?
I think for me,
I want to just make a clip out of Bex's answer and then send it to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Choose your words carefully. I might consult chat before this. All right.
Yeah, I think that would be wise. I think if I were to give a very honest definition, I think love is not really. It's not really like a feeling. It's like an actual kind of, state, more so.
So what if you feel love, and you have AI on your side to send a love letter? I bet people do that, bro.
Are you texting this or are you writing this?
I've done it one time.
Have you used like a voice memo?
I've done it. Listen, I'm going to say I've done it one time. I'm sharing this publicly. I've done it one time 2 years ago.
Okay.
Just when AI came out. Because I was a predecessor of all the good thinkers of today.
Oh, I thought
I've
you
never
meant...
done it since. Never done it since. But that one time, I sent this thing, and the girl, and I was good. I put all the details, all the good information of the story. We were there at the swimming pool with the sunset, and she told me this, and she told me that. She said it was the most beautiful thing anybody's ever written for her.
Well, some people are the pedophiles at UGA, so some people have certain persuasions.
Yeah,
but
there's plenty of them.
So hold on, I think you're being unfair here. You're putting on the same line, writing an AI love letter, and the plenty of pedophiles that have been found on the UGA campus.
In a way, dog. Have you ever handwritten the love letter? Like pen
that
and paper,
no,
quill and parchment, if you will?
I've done it.
Really?
Yeah, I've done it.
Did you ask for her address at the outset, or did you get the phone number first?
It was my girlfriend. I did it with my girlfriend.
Okay.
It was very romantic. It was that type of situation where we both cry at the end.
Yeah.
So you didn't send it, you delivered it in person?
Yeah, it was in person. We were having dinner, and I gave it to her. But this one was far away from me, so I had to kind of...
Okay.
Like she was sitting at the other side of the dining table. What do you mean far away?
No, far away means like in another state of the U.S.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant when I said love.
Putting the seeds of success.
Yeah, like Minnesota.
Geographically.
It's like, yeah, she lives in Kansas,
Yeah,
so that's
that's
the
like
state that I'm
the
trying to
state,
get
yeah,
to is
New Mexico.
is Wichita,
That is-
Minnesota.
But you're not
Love it,
answering the
yeah.
question. You're just so you putting it together with the pedophiles, of course, tells me that you're against it.
Pedophilia? Yeah, not my
No.
thing.
You're
This is
getting
the number one
you're getting this
podcast.
wrong. I'm saying you're putting this at the same level as pedophilia, which I think is a little extreme.
Okay.
I think pedophiles are worse than people who write AI love letters. Can we all agree on that? Can
Yeah.
we find?
I think I'd
Because
probably
you guys are the
say
weirdest
so.
people I've ever talked to. He was defending my Panamanian friend who goes to sleep with his boots on.
True.
And you're putting pedophiles and people who write AI love letters on the same level. You guys are the most unreasonable people I've ever talked to. I don't know if I ever want to have the show with
Paraphrasing
you.
a little bit,
You're the
but-
most
This clip is gonna go
unreasonable
crazy.
people I've ever talked to.
I think maybe on that note, it's time to enter our final phase of the show, which is the shot
Hold on,
questions.
prepare them. Jose, we need 5 shots. Well, actually, we need
5.
well, we
Because
need
we're
10
five-
shots. We'll do 10 shots.
10
shots. Yeah, 10 shots.
Okay.
We'll do mix them up. Have fun with it.
Okay, mix them up. Surprise.
Okay.
The
Fabulous.
trifecta,
Okay,
the
this
divine
one is
Trinity, God
So
the Son, God the Father, and the Holy Spirit.
You guys are leaving tomorrow at 6:30 to go to
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Beautiful.
Yes.
Fantastic. New Orleans.
New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz,
Yeah.
of
It's under-
not the most
under
safe
sea level.
streets,
City's
under sea level,
Yeah.
French influence,
Oh,
you know? Yeah.
You can
So you guys like the French too? You guys really have it all
look,
going wrong for you.
the-
So, I mean
The only people I'm prejudiced against, I lived in England
They
for
like
a
the
time,
French. I mean,
are
come on.
the residents of Didcot, England. And other than that, everybody's chill. So, but just for
They're
them,
going to see this online, by the way.
the whopping 10 members of
They're
Didcot.
going to
yeah.
see the Didcot, England residents.
They're like,
They're gonna see
"Oi!"
that called out.
What's Australia name, Iota? Yeah. What are your thoughts on British people, Massimo?
I like British people. I
Yeah?
don't like their food. I like roast beef. I cooked it the other day. It was delicious. I like British people. I like their soccer, which they call football. And then they ask us Italians what we think about soccer and football. I'm like, we call it calcio, so we really don't care. Yeah. But I like the British. They don't pretend to be better than the Italians, and I respect that. The French are just like the Italians, but they think they're better. But they're a little bit worse in reality.
I concur.
Like, imagine if there was a city like New Orleans that had an Italian influence. It'd be called New York. It'd be the greatest
True.
city in the United
there we
States.
go.
Dude, that should be step 4. That's got to be
It'd be
step
called
4.
New York.
Italian influence.
Yeah.
Levi, I'm just kind of thinking about Shakespeare here
Okay.
while we're waiting for these shots, because the School of York and whatnot.
Of course.
Shakespeare famously said, "To be or not to be."
He did.
That is the question. What was the question?
I've never read Hamlet.
Okay.
So the question,
I got that far, and I was like, I don't know.
to be or not to be. That
Like,
is the
why would-
question. That
is
is
it-
the
is
question.
it- is
No,
it-
that
okay.
is the question. It's to be or not to
Okay,
be.
so
Not to be questioned.
is it a suicidal question? Is it should I kill myself or should I
I
not?
think that's the
I think
idea.
it's like, it's soliloquy.
But
Okay.
I'm not a big.
By the way, the Greeks used to. I'm sorry, the Romans and some of the Greeks used to look up to the suicide as the most honorable act of a human being.
Confucius said that. I don't know.
You have no idea what.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
You know any
this.
Confucius to bring out of your back pocket every now and then?
Yeah. So Confucianism, they're all about ren and respecting your elders. So it's just whatever your parents told you to do, just do that, and you're chilling, no matter what it is.
Oh, perfect. One
You
of everything.
Yeah. A sampler platter.
Which one's for last? Which one's for last?
Can we get cheese with this, maybe?
Okay.
It's a fine
So we have
occasion.
some deep questions.
Deep questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you answer, these are usually the hot questions. Today they're the drunk questions. If you answer, we drink. If you don't answer, you drink. Okay?
Wait.
Are you okay with that? You need to leave tomorrow
So
at 6:30 in
if
the
I
morning.
answer, you drink.
Yes, tomorrow
Yeah.
at 6:30. Yes, we leave.
You know you got a frat guy in the room as soon as he gets excited about somebody drinking.
Yeah, and
He got the cap back.
Fuck yeah.
Andy Cantor
Flannel
26 is ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, do you want to get into it first?
Yeah, so you heard the rules.
What are the rules? Okay.
We ask a question. We take turns asking a question. If you answer, we'll each have a shot. If you can't answer it, you can have a shot. Or you can have a shot regardless.
All right.
We have 10 shots up here of multiple liquids.
Okay.
First question. If a man has no hair, can he be trusted?
No. A lot of evil people are bald.
Who?
You just gotta. It's like not all evil people, not all bald people are evil, but I think
All evil people
every
are bald.
evil person's bald.
Does it make it worse
So
if they're
it's
white?
just a safe bet if you don't trust them.
Maybe that comes back to the forehead thing we were talking about earlier. Like maybe that, like if a woman asks you to show her your
That's
forehead,
what it is.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it
yes,
is.
sir.
to test your morality.
It
Exactly.
makes sense.
Especially if you bust out the ruler, it's like, yeah, that guy's 50 points
That guy's
back.
cranial measurement is slightly too high.
That
Yeah.
makes so much sense. That's why they're
clearly going
doing
down
it.
a
They're
dark
trying to
path.
look inside of us by looking at our forehead.
You know, they say eyes are the window to the soul, but it's really the
the
cranium.
forehead, the cranium.
It gets right to the root source, too. You can just take a peek in there and look at all the thoughts going on.
To shave or not to shave? This is the question.
I think
that was the question.
when you think thoughts, it just, like, projects on the skin there. So she wants to, like, see if she can see what you're thinking.
You can like see the formation.
Okay. Question. Do you trust less a black bald guy or a white bald guy?
White bald guy.
Yeah. I would have answered the same way. I don't know why I would have answered the
Once
same way.
again, just playing
I
the
kinda
cards
try-
safely. You know what I mean?
kind of trust the black
Historically
bald
speaking.
guy for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have a toothpick?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because that changes everything.
Toothpick changes everything.
Toothpick tells me that you're prepared for.
You're prepared for it. You know.
And a prepared person.
You're prepared to go to war with Greenland if you got a toothpick in your mouth and you're bald.
If the world ends and a guy has a toothpick in his mouth, I know I'm safe.
Don't
when
we
I'm
have to?
around
Because
him.
Levi answered it.
No, that was the first one. You already drank the first shot.
Oh, did you drink one? Yeah.
I mean, if you want to drink more, just
no,
go on and
this
drink.
is-
Just
this
admit to the fact of being an alcoholic and keep drinking.
This is
By the way,
plenty.
the only reason why Jeff does this show is because he can drink for free. Admit it.
Jeff?
Did I call you Jeff?
Yeah.
Bex.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Jeff is
This
my
is my-
Jewish
this is
uncle.
my- I'm the co-host of this show.
Jeff.
My name is
Welcome to
Bex
Jeff, everybody.
Biggar. Okay.
Jeff and Joe, right? Jeff and Joe.
Jeff and Joe show is the other name.
It's your
You know-
alter ego.
You know, I'd like to say it was a Freudian slip. Jeff is the only Jewish member of my family, and so I
Wow.
think I went by association.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry, Jeff.
It's okay. I forgive you. I think. Levi.
Wait, hold on. That was my turn. Now you asked the bald question.
Yeah.
You just ask about the toothpick or the. You can go ahead.
Mommy and Daddy, quit fighting.
Levi,
Okay.
That's the story. Mommy doesn't know Daddy's name. That's a darker story.
She didn't look at his hairline.
how much time is it appropriate to spend in a bathrobe
Ooh.
as an English major?
Are you pooping or peeing? Or number 3?
You decide. I'm just saying you're wearing a bathrobe. Let's say you took a shower. After how long does it become weird to be wearing it?
I have my best thoughts on the toilet, so as long as it takes, man. Like if I'm taking a dump, it's like you're literally hitting the thinker posture naturally. You know, like the Rodin,
No, that
the
makes
thinker.
sense.
It's like you're biologically already in the like stance. It's just like the thoughts flow. You know what I mean?
So that means that you take off the bathrobe as soon as you're done wiping your butt.
I don't have a bathrobe. I just like walk around my house butt naked. So
I think my thing is I think wearing a bathrobe is stranger than doing that.
yeah,
If
dude.
I'm always walking around my apartment with 4 dudes in a bathrobe, that is. I think it's a little stranger than walking around.
It's like you're not comfortable in your underwear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you might as well just be in your underwear if you're in a
there's
bathrobe.
a constant threat if I'm in a bathrobe. If I'm naked, the threat is already present.
Nobody's gonna flash you if they are just wearing their underwear. If they're in their bathrobe, there's always that back thought that gets into you, like, what if he flashes me? You know, what if he does? But by the way, he didn't answer the question. He didn't say how much time in a bathrobe?
All day.
It is not.
You think if you stay all day in a bathrobe, so you wake up in a bathrobe, you take a shower.
I thought it was a bathroom. Like, how long do you spend in the bathroom or a bathrobe?
Bathrobe.
An article of clothing.
10 minutes.
So after 10 minutes is weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're dry. You know, your cheeks are fresh. You're good to go. You know, get the clothes on, man. There's big things coming down the
going.
pipeline.
Life doesn't wait
There's
for anybody.
there's problems to be solved in the world. You know.
You can't spend your whole day in a bathrobe. Life moves, and it's going to leave you behind if you don't. So.
Cheers, my friend.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Jeff, cheers to you.
Yeah, thank
Cheers
you.
to
Thank
Jeff.
You, Jeff and Joe.
It's the evil podcast, Jeff and Joe. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like you don't want Jeff to come out. Don't give him another shot.
You know, it'd probably be a much better show if we were called Jeff and Joe. Like
It rhymes. No, it doesn't.
It rolls off
I'd
the
be
tongue.
much more open to watching a
That
show
one's
with Jeff and
alliteration.
Joe
Yeah.
rather than
I got
Max
you.
and Bex.
Yeah.
Even though Max and Bex kind of sounds good.
Max and Bex sounds like a good like kids show. Like
Max
it's like
and Bex.
Max the dog and Bex
And-
the cat.
And it's like much like a kid's show. At the end of each podcast, you do learn a lesson. It's like there are morals
Yeah,
to these.
it's like there's a lesson at the end.
They're-
There's
and it-
pedophiles at UGA, so watch out. That's the moral of the story.
What are the lessons that we took away from today? Don't wear boots when you go to sleep.
Right.
Yes.
Don't wear a bathrobe for more than 10 minutes. Don't write love letters to girls with AI.
Many more.
Don't be a pedophile,
Etc. Yeah.
and so on. We're
a lot
here
of ground covered. A lot of ethical dilemmas solved.
We're here to
in this
set the
podcast.
ethics. Whenever you're wondering what is right and what is wrong, come on the Underdawgs Podcast. We got some answers for you.
Absolutely right. So we have 2 questions left, right? 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Levi, I think this is going to be a question you're not going to be able to answer, so I think
Okay.
you need to take a shot here. It says, do you think that elves are real?
Yes.
All right. Well, there we go.
I really
I'm
like
telling you,
fake
the highly
creatures.
Bex just
controversial-
wrote these questions so that he could drink for free. I'm telling you.
Here's the thing. You know that ChatGPT didn't write these, all right? If I said come up with 5 questions, it would not be like, oh, ask about elves. No,
Have you ever like had a left sock go missing? Like just the left one though.
Yeah, I'll be on the phone. Oh,
They always go for the left ones, man. I'm telling you. Always
I don't
for
have
the
left.
left
Oh,
ones.
I don't have
Those
left-
those
I
elves are
misunderstood.
sinister.
I don't
are.
have left and right socks.
It's
I
like
just have-
if you get a left sock missing, or you know your pillows turned to the other side. It's the little things that the fey creatures get at you with.
Yeah.
You know, they're cunning little devious creatures.
It's like when your girlfriend tells you I'm not in the mood. You know the elf.
right.
Whispered something in her ear, I guess.
There's morals and lessons.
Must
to
have
be
been the
learned.
wind. It can't be
At
that
every-
she's
on-
not in the
on
mood.
every- on every episode. Okay, so I guess.
Already.
I
I was just drinking. Okay.
All right. Next.
Okay, so I got a good one.
All right.
I got a good one. I think everybody should focus on this one. If a man shaves your woman's head, are you justified to shave his balls?
Am I the woman in this scenario?
No, you're the. Okay.
What man?
I
Like,
feel that
does
you're
somebody
never
like?
listening to me.
Does someone
You
come
don't
and they just
listen.
shave a woman, like my woman's head? They're just like the elves
So
come
there-
in the night
okay,
and
so
shave
there's
my
a
girlfriend's
dude
hair.
/ elf
All right.
who comes in the street, punches you in the face, and then
That's
fucking
unnecessary.
knees you. I don't know, it's not, but if
Okay.
he's like, you're gonna protect your woman ideally. If you're not, you're gonna protect your woman ideally.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna come and like kick your butt, but you're not mad because he kicked your butt. You're mad because he shaved your woman's head.
Okay.
He flees the
He
scene
had
after
the time to
after
do
he
that.
does
You know that's not cool.
No.
No, man.
2026 is the year where we're not cool with people
Violence.
shaving our
Violence.
women's heads.
Use your words.
We're not cool with that anymore, okay? And so, are you justified? Because it's an extreme act. At that point, you're getting into his privacy to shave his balls.
In retaliatory.
Well,
retaliatory act.
I think so. I mean, I already keep it clean down there, so.
What if he's shaving your woman's head to get his balls shaved?
Whose balls are being shaved? There's like, look,
It's called
you
a
got an
hypothetical
English
question.
major on here, and you got some ambiguous wording in these questions. Like, you know, I listen, but it's the matter of the words. Like, maybe put it through ChatGPT a couple more times.
I thought you were very
You're
clear.
like, okay,
in
let me
asking.
let me see
very
this.
clear,
Let me see
yeah.
this. Okay, break it down word for word. If a man, not me, a
Well,
separate
I'm
man,
speaking about
no, word for word,
hypotheticals.
shaves your woman's head, so there's a me now, other woman, are
possessing
you
your, by the
justified
way.
to shave his balls?
That makes sense.
Okay, yes, it does. His balls. I mean, is he going to let me?
Maybe
Or do I have
he
to
wants
chase
you to.
him?
Maybe he wants you
'Cause
to.
you
Maybe
also-
he's totally
you
against
also-
it.
For the sake of the question, he does put up a little bit of resistance. This is your adversary.
Okay, so I get knocked out, I wake up, and then I'm like, I gotta shave this guy's balls. My
I-
woman's just
I'm
like
not-
sitting
I'm not
there,
telling you.
bald head, like lying on the ground. I'm like, I gotta get his balls.
Vengeance.
I got to get his
vengeance,
balls.
retaliation.
I
all
am
sorts.
trying to figure out an ethical dilemma. No, that anybody could have. Anybody in this room could ask themselves this question.
These are ethical questions.
Things like this happen in Athens, Georgia.
Yes.
Every day. Like, look out there. You're probably gonna see some guy get his nut.
Did you ever have somebody who wanted to shave your balls?
I mean, not yet. I haven't gone around shaving random women's heads, but that's probably
Would
part
you
of it.
find it fair after you shaved a woman's head if the guy shaved your
yeah,
balls?
sure. If someone like was like,
Would you think that's too much?
If someone shaved my balls against my will, I'd be like, this does feel a little aggressive. Yes.
Just as aggressive as if the man shaved your woman's head.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Aptly said, Bex.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that
Eye
you
for
were
an
not-
eye, yeah.
All right. I guess I'll ask our final question before we end the show here. It's been an amazing time. Chi Psi, obviously, our fraternity.
Yep.
Obviously, a very diverse fraternity.
Very diverse between the white people, I see.
Yeah.
Well, we have illiterate people and literate
literate
people,
people.
so representation from all groups.
Exactly, precisely. Would you trust someone who doesn't drink heavily to be president of our chapter?
I thought you meant of the nation. No, to both.
No,
but yeah, I think the best presidents were drinkers.
I think that,
in
yeah.
any regard,
James Monroe.
dude.
Maybe.
All the best presidents were drinkers,
Yeah.
and all the funny ones too.
Yeah.
Like, I guess arguably we have funny presidents nowadays, but especially back then, you had like John Quincy Adams drilling to the earth and having pet alligators and things.
That's right.
And only the gorgeous drug of alcohol can cause those thoughts to get in your head. So, what are your thoughts, Massimo?
I think we have a president right now who doesn't drink or who claims he doesn't drink. I'd rather he drank a little more. I think he needs to relax.
Maybe that's it.
I concur, brother. I
Yeah.
concur.
So I think that concludes the episode of the Underdawgs Podcast. Many lessons, many morals were learned.
Three words, and then we're going to be done. Please give me a round of applause for Levi Thomas Hubbard.
3 words.
Yeah.
That's right.
You guys got a credit sequence?
There will be a post-credit scene. No.
Oh, yeah?
Well, thank you guys so much for coming out. I
course.
really appreciate it.
Let's take a picture all together.
Post credit scene of